Alright, I'm recording right now.
Yo, really? Wait, how's the Tony the Tiger song?
Really grinds my that sounds like Ed from Ed, and Eddie.
You
You
know
know,
what
just
really grinds my gears? Like that?
yeah, just like I think just go for it. Go for a goofy voice, and I
Okay.
think I think you'll be good.
Okay. Hello, little comers! It's Wacky Composting back in again with your crazy hosts, Rosa and Joku. Like that?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that.
And today we're going to be talking about Unfrosted, Sick Kitten,
And
and
the
New
new norm.
Norm ain't the same as the old norm.
You know what the problem though with recording?
I edge to the new norm.
You know what the problem I'm realizing with all of this recording that we recorded together in person?
What?
We're stacked with episodes. So this
Yeah,
is gonna like come out like 5 weeks down the line when the
yeah.
new norm is probably not even
Like
funny
you're gonna be
anymore.
like, what the fuck are they talking? Like they're gonna be like, why are you saying that you edge to the new norm? That doesn't. Why you edge to the new norm? But right now, saying the sentence "I edge to the new norm" is relevant.
Yeah. You know what I'm always saying? Oh, my boy, or that, or whatever it calls itself that it's
No, whatever it calls themself now
now.
is thinking about transitioning. I come
Reggie,
here.
try Regina.
Damn, I come here to get away from woke.
Yeah, I guess we'll start off
That's
with the.
there
I guess we'll start off with the new norm.
ain't the same as the old norm. I'll tell you that much.
It's the same as the old norm.
Okay, let's act out the entire episode.
No.
Okay,
Wait, can we do it? It's like
I'm the new norm. Okay,
okay.
you're everyone else. Okay, I grab my beer. Ah, what the hell is that?
No, I'm watching it right now. It's just all silent. He
He
picks up
scratches his.
and he scratches a
house
leg. He
Yeah.
like looks at his mirror and he just goes, ah!
Ah, okay. Now we're gonna roleplay. Ah, what the hell is this?
It's proud progressive. It's some.
Ah, why can't I just have a normal beer?
It's the new norm.
New norm ain't the same as the old norm. Ah, I'm the old norm. I'm gay.
I'm Grandpa Lemon from Adventure Time.
Okay, now the wife walks through.
Norm, hello.
Hubba, fuck you, hubba hubba.
What's that?
What's that?
That is one of my pronouns, including them. Okay, this bit sucks.
What are you, non-bonery?
What did you think of the new norm?
The new norm is like way funnier than Unfrosted.
I think the thing about the new norm, which is awesome, comparatively to the other one, what is it called? The Bring him in. No. The other.
The Woodman, Mr. Wood. Bertram.
Mr. Bertram. It's Mr. Bertram is like a full show. Like this just made like
It's just
whatever
rapid fire, and they're just like, it's like word association. They're like, non-binary, more like non-bonary. My favorite one is when the guy stands up to the non-binary kid who doesn't want to drink beer because they're not 21 yet. He's like, "You indoctrinate my son into chopping off his penis, but beer is where you draw the line."
And they like it's just
And then
coward away.
they have like canned laughter and like ooh, which doesn't make sense because it's a cartoon, and the
No,
audience
it's
is
a
like,
sitcom.
it's the first animated sitcom on X, the everything app.
Yeah.
And I like that Elon Musk shows up at the end. It's an awesome that not new norm is awesome. It's not the same as the old norm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy. We also do we want to rate the new norm preview? It's not Letterboxd.
I don't even know. It's like chaos. It's I give it.
I
Like,
don't know how to rate. I would.
I'm gonna give. I would give it like. I don't know.
I don't know because it's.
I'll
really
give it 11.
funny.
I'll give it.
Yeah,
11.
I was thinking 11 too.
Nice.
Well, wait, do we just say that the new norm is over twice as good as Love Lies Bleeding?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We're film critics.
Wait a sec. I'm grabbing a hat. I feel like a hat is what I want right now.
Yeah. Dude, I got the Zamboni hat on right now. You see that?
Yeah, I got the weather day hat on though.
Damn, we're kind of dripped out.
All right. Next, an order of business. We watched a short film from 1903. Do you want to describe this awesome short film?
Okay. Imagine a girl holding a sick kitty.
Yeah, that's on
And there's-
Letterboxd. Did you rate it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And well, we'll get to that. And the cat is sick, but there's another cat there that's not explained. And then a midget. Can I say midget?
I think it's just a child.
No, I think it's a midget.
No, it's just a child.
The way I interpreted it, art is interpretive.
You can't just interpret like a person as like
you being disabled.
okay. I'm gonna interpret you as Asian. I'm gonna interpret you as a Nazi.
One sec.
Yeah, that's just a child. They're both
Okay.
children.
Okay, and then the kid dressed up as a doctor comes in and gives the cat milk. And
I
then
don't
they
think they're dressed as a doctor. They're just dressed. They just have a big top hat on.
the way I interpreted it is like a midget snake oil salesman. You're sending me screenshots?
I just sent you the video.
Okay, this is playing in the background.
It's
so,
30 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch it real quick. Okay, so the girl picks up the cat who's sick, right? And then the midget who's smoking a stoogie, he's got a big top hat on and a cane. He's like the penguin.
Is he even smoking?
Yeah, he had a little pipe. He went and he got the milk, and now the cat's eating the milk, right?
Yeah.
Yep, cat's eating the milk. Yeah, yep, still eating it. Cat's cute. Yep, cat's eating the milk. And then it's a midget. And then the kid.
It's a fucking kid. What are you on about, you fucking Neanderthal?
Okay, I guess it is a kid. I thought it was a midget, so I'm gonna bring down my score because it's a lot less funny because it's not a midget.
I think it's really funny.
I think it's funny, except I'm gonna lower down my score by 2.5 points, given the fact that it's not a midget.
Okay.
Yep. No, I'm gonna lower it by only 2 points. How's that?
Okay.
What did you rate it?
I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I would give it like a 9 out of 15.
Okay. I'm giving it a 8 out of 15, giving it a 17 out of 30. Meaning that Sick Kitten is better than Love Lies Bleeding
You like hate Love Live. Like your only benchmark.
No, I just think it's funny because I know people will get mad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care. It's just like rage bait, you know?
I don't think people care that much. Has anyone been raging?
One person so far. So I want to get I want to get my numbers up. I want to make people even more mad. We watched 2024's Jerry Seinfeld directed, Jerry Seinfeld starring in Odyssey of a film. Unfrosted, the story
Yeah.
of the Pop-Tart and the fight against the Post cereal company.
You hated this movie.
I hated this movie.
It's a bad movie, but I felt like I could turn my brain off to it.
It was like the difference between us when we were watching the Smosh movie, because I was like kind of okay with the Smosh movie, except it was like a wall for you. This movie was like a wall for me.
Yeah.
It is every trope of bad comedy writing in it.
It's not funny, and it's just like
Yeah.
it is like a nothing burger of a movie.
Yeah.
And it's like not funny, but like I couldn't really care.
Okay. So we're gonna go through this.
We're going through this.
We're going through this.
You went through this while watching it.
Yeah, I'm looking up the plot because this movie's a fuck.
It's not. It's just like the creation of Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, except that's what I mean. Like nothing happens in this movie except we need to talk about what happens.
Well, like they're like in a competition kind of thing, and there's a lot of diddly daddling, I find.
Yeah, it's my point. It's just all padding, and
Yeah.
like that's why I need to look up a written out plot so I can actually go through it. Because like we could just leave it at it's the story of how the Pop-Tart is made, and it's not funny, and you will have missed nothing, except for the Chef Boyardee subplot.
The Chef Boyardee subplot should
have been the movie because that was amusing.
There's like so many actors that like I recognized from like a bunch of other shit in there.
Yeah.
It's had a crazy cast.
Yeah.
The
three main ones are just Amy Schumer, Melissa McCarthy, and Jerry Seinfeld were the three least funny people in Hollywood. And
I feel like there's more least unfunny.
Dude, I have zero tolerance for Melissa McCarthy and Amy Schumer, and you put the two of them in the same movie, it
because
made me
they're
laugh.
women.
Yeah, there are plenty of funny women.
Name 5 women.
You, me, Tina Fey, that lady who runs Italy, and Hillary Clinton.
It's a good list.
And RBG. Ruth
RBG.
Bader, the notorious RBG.
She was quite the comedian.
And Roe from Roe versus Wade. See, is that enough women for you?
I don't know.
Okay. So, little kid, he's got a dingle or whatever, a bindle, right? Little Asian. Little Asian boy.
Little Asian boy.
You ever see that guy with suits?
Yeah.
Yeah, little Asian boy. He orders Pop-Tarts at diner. He's like,
it's like doing the whole thing where it's like, oh, and he's like, leave the box.
Yeah.
Thing. That like unfunny like trope or whatever.
Yeah, the unfunny comedic trope. Jerry Seinfeld leans over the child. I'm like, oh shit! I didn't know this was a horror movie. What's Jerry gonna do? Oh god!
I think you know what Jerry's gonna do.
And Jerry's like, you know, you wanna know how the?
You wanna know how I got these Pop-Tart?
You wanna know how I got these tarts? and then he starts telling a story. So it goes back
Goes to the 60s, but
to
like Jerry looks the same.
1963, and Jerry looks the same. Movies are hard, man. They should have done the Irishman with Jerry Seinfeld, giving him an Instagram filter. 1963, Jerry Seinfeld is the head of development of Kellogg's Corporation.
Jerry Seinfeld is Kellogg's.
He's Johnny Kellogg, and they go to the Bowl and Spoon Awards, and
they created.
Yeah, that they created. It's like the Oscars, but for cereal, and they dominate their rival Post.
Even though they created it.
But Jerry Seinfeld knows that something's up, right? Because Post
are smiling like the entire
is smiling like a bunch of goofy goblins that are plotting something, and Jerry Seinfeld senses that Post is about to do something big, you know. Soon after, Jerry Seinfeld notices two children when he was on the prowl. I don't know why he was looking around those dumpsters for children. But life reflects art, and Jerry Seinfeld was on the hunt for some kids, and he finds two kids dumpster diving at Post, and he discovers that Post have created a shelf-stable, fruit-based pastry breakfast food that seems to have addictive effects on these children. And Jerry Seinfeld loves kids. He wants these kids hooked, so that way he has them wrapped around his finger.
This movie goes to some like very bizarre locations.
Yeah.
Like it ends up in like we're in like Russia, we're in like the Philippines.
Dude, let me tell the plot.
No.
Okay.
We go to random places, and I think it adds to it.
Yeah. Then Jerry Seinfeld goes to a meeting. Who's the CEO of Kellogg's in this movie? Who plays him?
This Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, he talks to Jim Gaffigan, and he's like, "Hey, Jimbo, my boy."
I'm Jerry.
My boy, or whatever it calls themselves now, is thinking about transitioning. And they have a meeting, and they realize, oh no, that they're making Pop-Tart filling. And in order to get back at it, they need to hire Melissa McCarthy, who's working at NASA.
Yeah.
And then they create a team. They create a Avengers of
random people. It seems like Chef Boyardee.
Of random people.
Like a biker guy.
Yeah. Chef Boyardee. The Nazi that invented. What are those little fuckers called? Sea monkeys. Yeah. And Chef Boyardee and the Sea Monkeys Nazi have a Italian-German team-up side quest where they create a ravioli.
They also make like constant like references to like World War II and being like, where were you during the World War II?
It's mildly amusing.
Which is very interesting.
But then you realize,
like,
oh wait.
I'm also wondering, what's the demographic for this movie?
I know, and then you're thinking like, oh, World War II, the Shoah. Oh wait, there is a Shoah going on right now, and Jerry Seinfeld and Amy Schumer support it, so it kind of loses its charm really quick. I think that we should address that before we continue. I don't know if this movie is getting a theatrical release, but don't see it. Don't support this movie. Fuck this film.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Like, you can watch it. It's just like, fuck.
When do you think this is getting a theatrical release?
I don't know. It had $70 million. It was decent budget. I don't know. But
Yeah, that's because like it's sponsored to All Out Hell.
yeah, but
Most of the money, I'm assuming, probably came from Kellogg's and Post
yeah, but
and Netflix.
I do think that it is important that we address the fact that Jerry Seinfeld is a Zionist pedophile and
Yeah.
Amy Schumer is a Zionist pedophile. And that has nothing to do with them being Jewish. We're both ethnically Jewish. Yada yada. Free Palestine. Moving on.
What if you imprison Palestine?
What?
What if you imprison Palestine?
What if you imprison Palestine?
Yeah, what if you took Palestine and put them in a maximum security prison?
Oh yeah, wait, yeah. Well, if you just put a wall around
Yeah,
Gaza and you said work sets you free.
no work sets you free.
Yeah.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. work sets you free Palestine. Dash Adolf Hitler. I'm kidding. So
We're comedians.
we're comedians. It was like my family always told me I had to pick between banker, professor, and comedian. I chose comedian.
Like most Jews.
Like most Jews. Marjorie Post, played by Amy Schumer, the head of the Post Company, and what's the guy's name? Fucking Garbanzo Bean.
Garbanzo Bean?
The Kellogg's guy who plays him again.
I don't
I don't know.
Gaffigan? He's another
Jim
comedian.
Gaffigan. Yeah, Jim Gaffigan. Really, really, really funny in this movie is what I'd say if he was funny. Except he doesn't tell a single joke in this movie. It fucking sucks. And Kellogg Man have a meeting of the 5 cereal families.
The 5 cereal.
Which is really funny because it's like referencing a better piece of media, which this movie does a lot. Those being Kellogg's, Post, Quaker, Ralston, Purina, and General Mills.
Yeah.
The Quakers guy is in this movie.
He's probably the best. He's probably the best cereal guy because he's like.
He's the only funny cereal guy. Not really funny. He's the least unfunny cereal guy.
He's chill. Man.
He's chill. I'd smoke with the General. I'd smoke with the Quaker guy. But Schumer announces that their product is going to be on shelves within a week.
And then like
but-
700 weeks pass.
Yeah, but the movies are hard, so that's ignored.
I like the part where Amy Schumer like spawns in an extra Pop-Tart.
Yeah, they have a shot where they establish that they have 3 Post Mills like Pop-Tart equivalents in a case. 2 of them are put in a toaster. The toaster lights on fire, and Amy Schumer gets really angry and
It's
says,
like, "Eat 'em raw."
"Eat
They
'em
do
raw."
like a,
And
they
then
do-
she materializes a second one out of the case and hands the children 2 of them. Movies are hard.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
been
they
your,
couldn't-
like, catchphrase. This
They couldn't have snapped it in half.
movie.
Movies are hard. The reason I keep saying it is just because bad comedy films, like ones that we've talked about, like The Interview, for example.
I wasn't there for that one.
We being the composting broadcast.
I mean, I was there for the band composting stream.
Yeah, where we got copyright striked. We already
Sure.
talked about that. But bad comedy movies fall into this trap where they think that they can ignore every part of what makes a film competent. Good comedies like Hot Fuzz and The Holy Grail follow the quote unquote rules of filmmaking. I actually give a shit, which is what it elevates the comedy because the plot is coherent. The shots are good. They care about not randomly materializing a second cookie. You know?
They give a shit about the cookie, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they give a shit about the cookie. Unlike us. And she flicks a rubber band at a guy, and there is no rubber band.
There's just
The
a
guy
reaction shot.
The guy
of
just
the
there's
guy.
just a reaction shot of him acting like he was hit by a rubber band.
I like how you talk over me as I'm saying it, and you just copy what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm also like explaining it, and then you're like, no, I'm going to just say the exact same that you said.
My bad.
No, it's funny. It's good. It's good. It's good commentary. It's good. It's good.
I don't respect women's opinions.
Yeah.
But
I know.
they go to Puerto Rico, play a Spanish guitar.
Ra.
Ay ay ay. And in Puerto Rico,
I like the little milk cult that was going on. That was random.
Yeah,
There was a lot of random bits
Yeah,
in this movie.
they meet El Suke, El
Peter
Sake.
Dinklage pulls up. Like a lot of people pull up for like one scene and then are like
Yeah,
gone.
to get a paycheck, to get a fat paycheck real quick.
Yeah.
And Jerry Seinfeld secures 99% of the world's sugar.
Yeah. Don't know how you do that.
What?
Don't know how you do that.
Which is dumb because then Post goes to the USSR to secure rights for Cuban sugar from Nikita Khrushchev, played by Dean Norris, and that worries John F. Kennedy,
That
played
was
by
also a very
Bill
random,
Burr,
event that also transpired in the movie.
which was mildly funny at first, except then nothing happened. I laughed twice watching this movie, by the way.
I think I laughed like maybe like once or twice more.
Wait, I forgot about the IBM computer. That was the first time I laughed.
Yeah. It's a very funny movie.
There's a scene where an IBM computer is like scanning a crowd and it's like born this date, death date 1985, scans another guy born 1891, death date today, and then the guy just like dies and falls over.
Dies on the spot. It's what makes it funny.
It's really funny.
Like it's not that funny. It's
just so out of nowhere. And there's a bunch of dramatic
There's like
zooms
a
in
lot
on Jerry
of death
Seinfeld.
in this movie.
Yeah. They call the thing that they're developing the dingus, which is, you can really tell that there's some big time. What's the guy with the green iPad and he talks about nuggets and he has the one grit. He talks about iPods, dank pods. A lot of big dank pods influences.
I have no idea what you're talking.
You don't know about dank pods? How
No,
about
I
the
don't.
drum thing? How about garbage time?
No.
How about I'm gaming?
No.
Those are his other channels. Dank Pods is awesome. You need to check him out. Shout out Dank Pods. Great drummer too. Okay. But Jerry Seinfeld starts worrying because their taste pilots, which are the name for the Weird Avengers team that they made, aren't making progress. Except then through a contrived film plot, they take what they had from what these guys brought to the table and they come up with the idea of what a Pop-Tart is. Which was just ripping off the country square from Post, but adding crimps on the edges.
Yeah, and frosting.
They don't add frosting to it.
No, they say it at the end.
Yeah. Because it's unfrosted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a very crazy movie.
While tasting the new pastry, taste pilot Steve Schwinn is blown up in an accident. It is buried with full serial honors.
Oh, there's also the mascot war, which like
Yeah.
makes no sense.
As
Hugh
the-
Grant is in this movie, and he's
Yeah,
like the
Hugh
best
Grant, who is a long-suffering Shakespearean actor who performs the mascot role
You're
of
just
Tony the
reading a
Tiger.
review. Hey, you're plagiarizing. You took
I'm not
notes.
reading a review. I needed Wikipedia so I could figure out what the fuck is going on in this movie.
But like you're just reading it.
I
Like,
wasn't just reading it.
I saw your eyes. I looked at you.
Dog, I was reading it because the sentence Thurl Ravenshaft, a long-suffering Shakespearean actor who performs the mascot role of Tony the Tiger for Kellogg's.
That's
He gets convinced by the Milky Mafia that this new Pop-Tart that they're developing it's gonna make this whole cereal mascot bubble go pop. And he convinces the other mascots at Schwinn's funeral to join the one big union and go on strike. And through the advice of the kids, they sell him the name Trat Pop for the Pop-Tart.
But then
Sucks.
the news anchor that's like depressed or whatever.
And talks about his wife.
Like every time that they like do that.
He has a different wacky product from the 60s and talks
Yeah.
about how he's an alcoholic and he hates his wife.
Yep.
And not in a funny way.
It's very progressive, honestly.
Yeah, it really showed. It really showed the establishment.
What was your favorite part about this movie?
The scene that I'm about to describe.
Oh wow, that was good.
Okay. So, who played the Tony the Tiger guy again?
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. He dresses up like a Tony the Tiger version of the QAnon shaman, and then gives a word for word version of Donald Trump's January 6th speech, ending it off with, "We need to fight like hell, or we won't have a job anymore," or whatever. Just the entire Trump speech.
Yeah.
And then they do a January 6th thing, and they start shouting, what was it that rhymed with hang Mike Pence that they were shouting?
I don't
Because
know.
they're trying to find the FDA guy. It's really dumb. They do this like really long January 6th retelling.
It was kind of very random.
It was really random, and it's like, yeah, Jerry Seinfeld and Amy Schumer did work on this movie. The giant, really long Drumpf badge joke. It fits. It really adds a lot to this movie. But the news guy, he fucks up. He reads Trap Pop backwards as Pop-Tart because it was on a silly putty. And Kellogg's has to change the name right before it goes out. Then they sell out compared to Country Squares. Thurl ends up facing a congressional committee for the attack. And they make a joke about the guy who pooped on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Yeah.
Which, keep his name out your fucking mouth. That guy is awesome. That guy should be freed. I think the guy that shat on Nancy Pelosi's desk deserves to be freed.
Yeah.
That guy's a patriot, goddammit. Everyone else there should like in January 6th should be hung for treason. Except for that guy.
Nah, I think they're based.
Do you think January 6th was based?
Yes, I do.
Do you think the beer hall push was based?
Yeah.
You like the beer hall push?
I have no idea what that is.
You don't know what the beer hall push is.
No.
It was Hitler's January 6th that failed. I think petty bourgeois insurrection is bad.
Yeah, I think just January 6th was really funny.
It was very Because you know everyone drove there drunk.
I don't think they drove there drunk. I think they
I
drove
like
there.
that the guy had of like
You know what they were
gallows
drunk
ready.
on? Spirits. They were
The sound they were drunk on the sound of freedom. That's what.
yeah.
I like that a guy had like a gallows ready.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But
Bros were cooking.
then there's the second time I laughed in this movie. They go through the Zapruder film, the JFK film, and they say and John F. Kennedy's like, and conspiracy theorists went through the Zapruder film and found that milkmen were delivering milk to a mysterious place, a grassy knoll, meaning that milkmen
Yeah.
assassinated JFK. I thought that JFK saying grassy knoll was funny. Zapruder film. That's a hard thing to pronounce.
It's a Pruler film.
Yeah. That I thought that was funny. It's the second time I laughed. Andy Warhol shoots Jerry Seinfeld on Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy invents granola.
Yeah.
No, not Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Whoa.
Amy Schumer. I always mix those two up, you know?
Yeah.
Becomes, quote, an icon of feminism who retires to Mar-a-Lago, unquote. And again, dude, these weird, like, unnecessary Drumpf jokes make no sense, because it's a comedy film about Pop-Tarts sent in the 60s.
I have no idea what the audience, like, do you have any idea what...
Yeah, I do. My father recommended this movie to me.
Oh, your father?
Yup. He's like,
wow.
I watched the. I was talking to him. He's like, no, I saw a Jerry Seinfeld. He was on Howard. Funniest thing, he made a movie. And get this, it's about Pop-Tarts. And now I'm thinking, what could this be? This sounds ridiculous. Next thing I know,
Your
I
dad
watched.
does not talk like that. When I met your dad was just like completely silent.
You haven't met him for real though.
I haven't met him for real.
You haven't met him.
He's very he just seemed very
animated.
Yeah.
He's very animated when you get to know him. And he's like, next thing I know, I watched this on Netflix. It's hilarious. You need to see this.
Interesting.
He doesn't have that accent, except it.
Yeah.
If you want to hear him, he's like, I saw a really funny review on Howard.
Yeah.
Except that's not good for the story. What do we like in this movie?
Those two jokes. The old
Dude,
man died. The old
man dying in the grassy knoll and
no, not the grassy knoll. No, just the old man.
The old man dying is very funny. Grassy knoll has caught me off guard. Bill Burr was okay. He got his paycheck. Happy for him.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bill.
Let's go, Bill.
Oh, let's go, Bill. Tony the Tiger was okay before the weird January 6th thing.
Hugh Grant was awesome in this one.
Hugh Grant got his money, and I'm happy for him. Let's go, Hugh.
Hugh.
A huge day for him. Leave a like on the video for that one, and be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell. Or else. Yeah, what didn't we like?
The movie.
the fact that this movie just ignores what makes. I like the fact that because we enter the second act, because they needed plot tension. He needs to like go up to his taste pilots and be like, guys, I don't think this is working. And they're like,
Yeah.
but we moved here for this, Jerry. We need this. And he goes to the dumpster, and the kids give him an inspirational speech. And he's like, you know what, kids? You're right.
I love them. I love kids.
I love those kids.
Yep.
Dude, I love that one. Cumtown. Look up Cumtown, Jerry Seinfeld. I can't retell that joke. That'd get my account banned.
I don't wanna.
I'll show you after this. It's just I cannot retell that joke. Yeah. Just incompetent film. There's no excuse for it. It's $70 million, and it's just an ad for Kellogg's, essentially.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I've been watching a lot of movies recently. Without Rosa. Rosa hasn't been there for them. So I'm gonna do.
I haven't been there for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick rapid fire of all these 2024 movies that I've watched recently.
Okay.
Because you know we got. I always feel like we only talk about one movie, and then we're talking about other stuff.
I really want to fight you to the death right now, but so Joku watched a lot of movies without me, and she wants to talk about them. So I'd like to welcome you to a new segment called Joka's 2024 Roundup. Movies that she saw that we're probably not going to do episodes on, but she wanted to talk about.
First one I watched was the movie Terra. It was pretty bad. It was a very nothing burger movie about tarot cards.
Dude, you ever at a party and there's like that one annoying person that you always see at those parties that's like, hey, dude, can I give you a tarot reading?
Yeah, that's basically this movie. They turned it into a movie. It's so boring.
If you carry tarot cards in your pocket or bring tarot cards to a party, I think that you should yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I gave it like a 2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched Monkey Man.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
No, that's by Dave Patel. Do you know about this movie at all?
No.
Oh, this is Dave Patel's directorial debut, and this was like such a passion project for him. Like he put so much into it. He like there was so much trouble while filming. He like broke his leg and his
his asshole
and his arm. Yeah, his asshole. They broke a camera. Like they lost like funding. Like the production was like terrible, but it still was like a very good movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10, like a low 7. But yeah, I would recommend seeing it. I also watched Drive Away Dolls. I believe it's Ethan Coen. From the Coen brothers.
I caught the last 5 minutes in that movie.
Yeah, Ethan Coen directed that one. Only one Coen brother on this one.
Yeah,
and it is lacking. It is lacking.
It looked.
This
I
lesbian.
caught the last scene. I was like, holy shit, this looks horrible.
Somehow this lesbian drama was worse than Love's Lies Bleeding.
Damn, us lesbians are not eating this year.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but it was not that good. I found myself just like kind of being bored by it. It was kind of average. It was just it's not my forte. I gave it a 4 out of 10.
You enjoyed it a lot less than New Norm.
Yeah, I enjoyed New Norm more.
Yeah.
And then I watched a movie called Lisa Frankenstein. A little bit of a romantic comedy that wasn't super funny. But
Me
it
when
was
my
it,
comedy isn't funny. That happens a lot.
it was okay. It wasn't. It was my favorite movie that I saw. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It was a very average movie. Um, yeah, and that's the Joku roundup.
Joku's Rascally Movie Roundup. Hee-haw!
Yeah, I've been trying to catch up on movies since I've been kind of lacking. And I feel like I've made some pretty good progress. I don't know about you.
Yeah, you've been on your grind. Watching mid.
Yeah, a lot of mid. Like
a lot of mid.
like only one movie of like
Yeah,
like okay.
and we're
Actually,
doing an episode on that one.
two good movies. I watched 2 good movies.
The 7 out of 10.
Yeah, Monkey Man. Yeah, we'll talk about Challenger soon.
Yep.
And some other movies.
Okay.
That should be coming out.
All right. What you any last words on Unfrosted?
There was no frosting in this movie, so I think it was accurately titled. Would you agree or disagree?
I think that they should have called this I think that they should have just called it Pop-Tart.
I think they should have just called it Pop-Tart movie.
I think they should have just called it Poop Fart.
I think what would you give this out of 15 on the scale?
3 out of 15. This was worse than the interview. At least the interview had some long funny scenes. The only things that made me laugh in this movie was one cutaway gag, and Jerry Seinfeld said something that caught me off guard. This movie isn't funny.
I would agree with a 3 out of 10.
What?
I would agree with a 3 out of 15.
Yes. And that
I said
puts
the first time. Like,
you
is
said
it a
3
6?
out- You said 3 out of 10.
No, I did not say that. I said
Can
3 out of 15.
you cut back to when Joku said 3 out of 10?
No, don't do that. I would agree with a 3 out of 10.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially sexually based.
I gave it
Ooh.
a
But yeah, you gave it a
3 out of 15, giving it a
3
6 out of 30.
Okay, let me see where this puts it on the ranking.
Can I be honest with you? I've been playing COD this entire fucking episode. But hey, I feel like
you did fine. It's just like
I know. Well, what else? I feel like if I'm not doing something, I'm like not keeping my brain active, and I feel like it's helped me.
Fucking 6 out of 10 movie.
6 out of 10.
6
You
out
did
of 30.
it too. You did it too.
Yeah, at least I made my mistake. My bad. I didn't lie. I didn't say no. I said 6 out of 30. That puts it 1 point behind the interview, right where it belongs.
I feel like I would have enjoyed this more than the interview, if I'm gonna be honest. But I didn't watch the interview.
The interview was. They're about comparably bad, except I think this movie was marginally worse.
Yeah, this one was. It was just boring. Like I found myself like needing to.
Like at least the interview.
Like
wasn't
I felt like I
boring.
needed to distract myself by watching like Baby No Money.
Yeah, we had to take
and Sick Kitten.
There's a lot of zoom ins in this movie.
There were like 2 zoom ins of like Jerry, and I just was telling you about the Baby No Money.
Yeah, and then you explained what Queef Jerky was, because I thought Queef Jerky was just some guy, but apparently it's Dev Lemons and that other guy. Nick is not. Nick is online. Yeah.
Nick is green.
Nick.
It has Nick.
Nick is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I had a good time.
What do British people call underwear?
from Fanny.
They call them the knickers.
All right, that's a good place to end this episode. Thanks for
No,
watching.
we still need to go for 5 minutes.
Oh, how long is the
We
episode?
need to go for 10 minutes because it has to be an hour. And there's
I
5 minutes
I
of you
can't see
yelling.
I can't see the time,
Okay.
so I didn't know.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. This movie is just
Yeah.
ass, man.
I feel like we should watch like 2 movies, or like watch like we should watch a movie together, and then we could also watch some movies, like recent movies on our own.
No, I don't think that's good.
Why?
I don't think it's entertaining because just throwing out your number for a movie, I don't think.
No, I'm talking about. You missed the point completely. I'm saying we watch one movie together, and then we watch movies that are like currently coming out, and like we talk about them on our own, like together on the episode. But we don't have to see them together.
Oh, but we both watch them.
Yeah, we both watch them on our
Oh,
own
that
time,
makes sense. Yeah. I
and we
think
can
that
talk
would-
about. Because then, like, we could, with that like in mind, if watching like current day movies on our own time, it allows us to watch older movies together.
Yeah.
I find, because
I think that makes sense.
yeah, and it gives us more to talk about with movies. That's
Yeah,
that's why I kind of
but-
wanted to do the little Joku segment, because I feel like
Yeah, I agree.
we're only-
I
we're-
I don't mind the Joku segment for
this
for all
episode.
for this episode.
I just feel like we're like kind of bottlenecking ourselves a little bit by like only by not being able to talk about more movies, like of like current day movies, you know, that
Yeah.
are coming out. If that helps
Yeah.
explain my point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because we wouldn't want to miss out on Unfrosted. you
yeah,
know?
we don't want to miss out on Frosted, but
on fantastic art like
yeah,
Unfrosted, directed by Jerry Seinfeld.
yeah. I think. What do you want to watch for next week? I think we should watch an older movie, and we should both watch I Saw the TV Glow on our own time.
Yes, I think that we need for next week. Let's try this double header format.
Can I give you what movie I was thinking? I've been wanting to rewatch.
No,
Oh,
I'm picking. Okay.
can I at least throw my movie idea out?
Sure.
I was thinking Parasite.
No, we're going to. I'd like to watch Parasite at some point, but what I really want to watch is La Commune, Paris 1871 from 2000, directed by Peter Watkins, director of Punishment Park. This film came out in 2000, making it his latest movie.
Okay.
And I really like Punishment Park, and this is a 325-minute movie. This is probably gonna have to be. We probably can't do a double header for this. Why don't we talk about that after we talk about Parasite and I Saw the TV Glow?
Wow.
I just realized this movie is 5 hours and 45 minutes.
Well, I mean, we could do both. Are you sure it's not a TV show? Because like one season TV shows can also end up on this.
No, this is his 5 hour 45-minute long epic.
Okay.
I'd love to watch it, but that definitely is too much for a double header. So why don't we do Parasite, I Saw the TV Glow together, then after that we'll talk about La Commune.
Yeah. Or just
And
any movie that you're wanting to watch from
yeah.
like current day, because I'm gonna go watch Kong and Godzilla as well. Like
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't give a less of a shit about the Godzilla or King Kong movies.
don't give a shit about the MonsterVerse.
I could not give less of a shit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm just watching movies that
Yeah,
are
no.
coming out
I get you. I get you.
So, yeah.
But you have that to look forward to.
All right. Thanks for coming on this journey with us. We are.
No, you have to say I'm Joker.
Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a
Yeah.
minute. Sorry. Thanks for coming on this
Coming
journey.
on this journey with us. I thought we were gonna say it together.
No. We say our names and then we say it together. Thanks for coming on this journey with us. I'm Joku.
I'm Rosa. And
we
we're
are
composting. Ba-da-ba-ba-la-ba. Next week on composting, the entire world gets fucking turned upside down when we review A24 Civil War with gun YouTuber, queer armorer, and professional MMA fighter, and the second open trans woman to have won a professional MMA fight, Elena, Lady Farrell McLaughlin. All this and more next week on Composting.